Welcome to my channel where I talk about all things positive, uplifting, and food for thought. If you like what I share, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And welcome to Talk That Talk with your girl T, which is me. So let's get into it.
Open up, you open up.
Welcome guys to my channel. I trust you guys are blessed and I hope you guys are well. So yes, my name is T, aka Mami Afia, and today's topic I'm going to be discussing is on when you feel like giving up, what do you do? And I know that this is something that we all go through, and we go through it like various times within our lives, and sometimes sometimes you just feel like you're in a rut, right? And it's always like, sometimes I feel like we're always trying to chase something new. Like, what is the new thing? What's the next best thing that I can do? What can I achieve? Like, we are never really content. And even though when we hear content, it may sound like, oh, I'm settling. I'm just like, oh, because means like it's just cool. I'm okay. But then it's like we always got this urge of, okay, I want to do something new. I want to do something different. I want to spark some kind of like excitement and motivation. As soon as we feel like giving up, okay, I don't want to no longer do this. So let me find something else that also brings me that same zeal and that excitement. But what you end up doing is that you end up not finishing anything that you have started. It's like reading a book, and some books it takes a long while to get into before you get like to the juicy part, or the part that really strikes meaning, or or basically strikes an interest within yourself. And before you get to that page or that chapter in the book, we sometimes give up and just close the book and be like, yes, move on to another book, because I'm not getting anything from here. This book is boring. But we've only judged it by a certain amount of chapters, and then straight away we go into another book. And when we get into another book, the same thing happened. It's like, I want to just get to the juicy part. I want to get to the part that I'm excited, that keeps me like going, like a page turner. We don't find it in that book, the second book we put down. Then we jump onto the third and the fourth. And what you realize that so many books that you have started, but you haven't finished. And that is like in life sometimes. For some of us, it gets to a point in which we start something, and when we don't reap what it is that we have, the vision that we've had in our minds or created within ourselves of how it should be at a certain time, we give up. And we want to jump onto something else. But then the only way that you're able to like really, really learn from what it is that you are going through, or what transition that you are in, is if you complete what you had started. Finish that book. I'm using a book as a metaphor, guys. So I know you guys are smart to know that I'm not really talking about a book, but I may be talking about a book. There may be books in your house that you've only partially read and just given up on. But then it's like, and some people will say, oh, give the book a chance, or give that film a chance. You know, when you just read or watch a little bit of a film or a series and be like, I don't think it's for me. I'm not interested no more. Give it a chance, just like yourself in life. Give yourself a chance to finish and complete what you have started. And even in the Bible, it says that he who has started a great thing within you will see it to completion. But how can God see it to completion if we are in an attitude of where we start something, and as soon as we're never going to be like excited throughout the journey as much as how we were when we started, as we began. It will never be like that, but we wish it could be like that same excitement, like, oh my gosh, I'm excited, that exhilarating spirit, that like, oh my gosh, you're just ecstatic all the time. You're never going to be like that. It can never continuously be like that. You go through waves of patterns in life that will take you up and down, and that is life. But for us not to give up, to stick to something that is meant for us. There's something saying you got to give up, honey. Okay, you got to give it up, you got to cut it out and move forward with your life. However, there's certain things that as soon as we don't have that spark, that excitement, I'm not interested. Nah, leave it out, mate. It's not for me, babes. It's not for me, babes. But darling, it is for you. It is for you. If you will only get the results if you stick with it. Stay true to the course that God has designed for you. He can only see it to completion if you are also committed. Remember, God is love. And love is not forced. He will never force you to do something. You know, he has a will and a plan and a purpose for our life, but it will never be forced. And it takes two to tango. It takes your contribution, our obedience, our willing to die to ourselves, and our lazy nature of, oh, I really can't be bothered, babe. I really can't be bothered to do that. It takes commitment, dedication to be like, okay, I was excited at the beginning, just like a new year. Everybody's excited at the beginning of the year. Then when it comes to the ending of January, February, we completely have gone back to ground zero. That excitement has gone. We are looking forward to the next year. And it's like, how come we are always chasing the next best thing? But the best thing is in our hands. Let's see it to completion. Let us allow God to take us through this journey. And throughout the journey, I always say, it's throughout the journey that your character is built. It's throughout the journey that experiences are like unfolded, right? We learn more in the journey. There ain't no destination point that you just be, hey, Chale, I've arrived. And all of a sudden, you know, you are the wisest of all, or you've accomplished anything. Because even when you arrive at your destination, the question is, tell me your story. How did you get there? What did you have to do? What did you learn? But if you've got nothing to say and show that what you went through and what you learned throughout your journey to where you arrived to at your destinational point, then your story is going to seem kind of like fabricated. It's going to seem like false. It won't be true. And we just have to get to a place, like I remind myself that even if I'm starting something new, we want the results right now, like, you know, tomorrow. But then the truth is, results are not, you can't just rush the process. You have to be able to be patient with every hurdle that you have to climb, because it ain't easy. But then we have to trust in our maker, our creator, knowing that we will get there in due time, in due course. And when I say this, I'm also reminded that, you know, when we start anything new, that excitement at the beginning, also be cautious about it. Okay, it's good to be excited. It's good to let our emotions in that time be I would say, be recognized. But at the same time, let us not get carried away with our emotions of, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. No, we should celebrate. We should definitely be happy, ecstatic. But let's not get carried away with it. Then all of a sudden, when we are past day 5 of the excitement, then all of a sudden we start to think to ourselves, is this actually for me? Am I doing the right thing? And you are, but because of how excited you were on Monday and now Friday, it's all of a sudden died down. It doesn't mean that it's not for you. We go through emotions in our journeys in life and in our walks in life. And some are easy, most of them are not so easy. But let's stick to something. Let's be committed to the course in which we are racing and we're running. Whatever attributions that you have, bring it forward. And whatever desires that you have for whatever you are planning for your year or just for in life, know that it will take time. Just like a farmer will plant a seed. Say if you're a farmer, you plant a seed, you can't wake up the next day and expect that seed to would have sprouted, or it doesn't work like that. Just like our dreams, our ambitions, our goals, or things in which we want to achieve in life, we have to treat it like how a farmer will plant his seed, leave it to harvest, and over time, there'll be storms, Dennis, storm, Sierra, whoever, storm, you know, Amma, storm, Kweku, storms will be coming up and down. That is life. But then it's about, you know, what's that saying? It says, oh gosh, I said it to my brother David as well not too long ago. It's about basically being able to, basically in a nutshell, is be able to just like weigh out the wind, weigh out the storms, weigh out all the calamities of life that comes in and out, that we knocking you left and right, your emotions. Sometimes you need to keep your emotions in check. You need to check your emotions. Because your emotions will leave you like, stranded. Your emotions will confuse you. Your emotions will tell you that what you're feeling is correct and you should be feeling this. And it's good to be in tune with your emotions and recognize them, but not to be led by them all the time, because they'll make you make some dumb mistakes and dumb choices, that some choices that you make can never be eradicated in this life. So let us keep our emotions in check them from time to time, but let us understand that this is emotional roller coaster. It is emotional ride. When you are doing something and you feel like giving up because you are not seeing the results of what it is that you are putting into the input that you are, putting into that work, and you're not seeing it manifest, it gets frustrating. But do not give up, because it's round that corner. It's always when you're about to give up, that round that corner, that last hurdle is where your victory is. So keep on going, keep on running that course, keep on running that race. Stay true to the course in which you have said that you want to do, and God will come through for you. Do not give up before your blessing comes. Do not end up, ripping out the roots of the plant that you have planted for yourself just because it hasn't germinated, it hasn't sprouted, it hasn't blossomed yet. There's some seasons that you will not even see a little sprout of anything, but it's about patience, knowing that in due time there's a season for everything. It will come to pass. Trust the process that you are going through. Do not give up. Finish that book. Finish the book in which you have started and cascaded to the side, to the left. Pick it up again and be committed to complete that course. That's enough of rambling on for me. I wish you all guys the best. And as I always say in all my videos, as much as I encourage you guys, I am encouraging myself. Sometimes I'm speaking to myself louder than any of you guys, but at the same time, as long as I touch even one person, that's all that matters. Obviously in due time to touch many more of you guys, but then one step at a time, right? Each one teach one. We keep on moving. Thank you guys for staying tuned in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. And we move, right? We move.